Rena, Rena.
Who is it? Who's calling for me?
Rena, wake up.
Rena, you all right?
Oh. Claude. Was that you, Claude? Were you calling my name just now?
Yeah, that was me.
No, it wasn't you, Claude.
Hey, where do you think we are?
I don't know.
You don't think this is heaven, do you?
No, it's not heaven at all. We're on the planet Nede, in a place called the Outer Gardens.
What was that?
Oh, no!
Rena! You all right?
I'm fine. This way.
Rena, what's going on here?
I don't know. All I know is we should be going this way.
Maybe it's because you're one of those Nedians, Rena.
I can't really tell, but there's something about the air. It makes me feel so calm. I feel like all my worries just fly away, like I've known this place ever since I was young. That's why I think we're on Nede right now.
By the way, Claude, what was with them saying you were from another planet?
There was an accident, and somehow I got transported from where I was to Expel. And then I ran into Rena in the sacred forest, and it all went from there.
Oh.
Well, it hardly bothers me. Even if you aren't from Expel, you're still Claude to me. I don't see how this changes anything.
Yeah, thanks. We aren't gonna get anything done if we just sit around here, so let's take a look around.
You know, I wonder how Dad and everyone are doing.
Not too well, no doubt about that. Nothing could have survived that collision.
Don't worry. I'm sure they're doing just fine. Bet they can't wait for us to get back home, too.
Rena.
I'm sure of it.
Yeah, she's right. That's why we've got to get moving and figure out what's going on around here.
Right. What's that?
It looks like some kind of device.
Please, come inside.
Who are you?
I mean you no harm. Just go on inside the transporter. Everything will be revealed to you.
Can we trust you? I don't see any reason why we should. You can be our enemy for all we know.
Let's try it.
Rena?
It's all right. There's something about his voice. I feel like we can trust it.
If that's what Rena says, then I'm not going against her.
Here goes. Where is this?
I don't know.
Man, this place is something else.
Well, might as well get out.
I have been waiting for you.
That was your voice before.
It was. I am the one who brought you here. My name is Null. I serve as the mayor of the Centropolis.
The Centropolis, you said.
We are on Nede, aren't we?
Oh, this is Nede, all right. The Centropolis is one of Nede's largest cities. So, do you people have any idea why you're here on Nede right now?
What are you, crazy? Of course not.
We were fighting these strange men on top of a tower in Illuria. The next thing we knew, we were here.
You were probably teleported here with those men when they took themselves to Nede.
Who the hell were those guys?
A group that we call the 10 Wise Men. Before I explain who they are, I must tell you of the mistakes that have haunted Nede's past. About 3.7 billion years ago, Nede was a planet.
Meaning what? It's a planet now, isn't it?
The Nede of today isn't a planet at all. What we stand on today is better known as Energy Nede, an artificial planet enveloped in a high-energy field.
Oh, that must be what my dad called the high energy mass.
3.7 billion years ago, Planet Expel did not even exist in space. Even at that time, the people of Nede had vast knowledge of magic science, on a level no other planet could come close to matching. As a result, Nede was able to gain control of every planet in the galaxy. But Nede didn't rule by force. The records claim it was a model of economic cooperation, almost a living utopia. But even in this near utopia, there lived those with evil minds. They called themselves the 10 Wise Men. They were uninterested in interplanetary cooperation. They wanted the entire galaxy under their iron fists. The 10 fanatical madmen began their conquest by first seizing control of Nede with their staggering powers. One by one, Nede's cities fell under the sheer force of their attack. Anyone who refused loyalty to their regime was ruthlessly murdered. They showed pity to no one, not even women and children. The Nedean armed forces mustered everything they had, but they were completely routed by the overwhelming power of the wise men. Their rampage across the planet, however, did not last long. The Nedean army summoned up their remaining power, and they fought back fiercely. After weeks of desperate fighting, they finally succeeded in defeating the 10 wise men. As their punishment, the 10 wise men were exiled to eternity space, a prison from which there can never be any exit. The war was a complete victory for the Nedean forces. And in the process, the Nedeans finally opened their eyes to the extent of the power they had wielded all this time. Even if we never asked for it, we had the technological ability to rule over the entire universe right at our fingertips. If the 10 wise men ever came back to haunt us, Nede would be engulfed in total war yet again. Nobody wanted this, of course. After a lengthy conference, the world-renowned Dr. Lantis offered a solution that everyone accepted. We opted to seal away our powers, to put an end to the progress that we had achieved. Planet Nede was destroyed by the hands of the very Nedeans who lived there. And so it was that the entire population relocated to Energy Nede, ensconced safely in its high-energy field. The energy that covers this planet exists to forbid any access to or from foreign space. With it, we are totally cut off from the rest of the universe. You know the rest of the story. The 10 wise men escaped from their banishment into eternity space. How they managed to escape and how they managed to break into Planet Expel is a mystery to us, but the facts are plain for anyone to see. They are out of eternity space, and they have landed on Nede once again, and their goal is nothing less than complete domination of the galaxy.
So those were the 10 wise men.
Yes, they are led by the all-powerful Gabriel, with the cunning Lucifer serving as their military advisor. Under them are the remaining 8 wise men, which are in turn led by Michael. They are madmen, and they are to be feared. You can find out more about them in the library's database, if you're interested.
Didn't you notice when they came back to this planet?
We did, but the moment Expel's orbit first became erratic, it was already too late to do anything.
So why did you bring us here anyway?
Because you have the potential.
What do you mean?
As we speak, the 10 wise men are preparing to take over the galaxy, and they're starting with Energy Nede. But we simply don't have the power we once had, the power that banished them to another dimension long ago.
So you want us to beat them down for you?
That's right. The powers that we and the 10 wise men have are identical. neither side can come out on top. What we need is a different kind of power.
A different kind of power? What do you think?
I think we have no choice. We're already here after all. If the 10 wise men want to take over the galaxy, then they'll come after Expel sooner or later.
Well, sounds good.
Sounds good then.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry to be blunt, but there isn't a moment to lose. I want to act swiftly and decisively.
What should we do, though?
The first thing you'll want is a mode of transportation to get you around Nede.
Isn't that what the transporters are for?
Those are installed only at our main government buildings. For everything else, we use flying symbological creatures known as Psynards.
Psynards?
If you travel north of the Centropolis, you'll arrive at North City. They have a Psynard breeding farm called The Home up there. I'm sure anyone there can point you to it. Also, there is the library that I mentioned earlier. You'll find a wealth of knowledge about Nede's history and technology inside.
Thank you, sir. I'd say it's time to visit North City then.
Rena,
How did you know my name?
I have something to discuss with you, privately. Could you stay behind for just a moment?
Sure. I think I'm ready to hear the whole story now, Mayor.
Rena,
I've been searching for my real parents throughout my journey, but I haven't found a single lead or clue yet.
I would imagine not. If you are a Nedian, you'd be unlikely to find any trace of your family on Expel.
So it's true that I'm Nedian?
Yes, there's no doubt about it.
Why was I living on Expel then? Where are my real parents, Null? If you knew my name, then you've got to know that.
Rena, I'm afraid you're going to have to discover the answer to that question yourself.
Myself?
The journey that lies ahead of you will reveal a great deal about your true identity.
My true identity.
You are a Nedian, and yet you lived on Expel, brought up as an Expellian. I think the experience has granted you a power that surpasses that of any other Nedian on Energy Nede.
Me?
Don't be afraid of your powers, Rena. You have your friends with you. You'll never be alone. You must persevere for us.
Yes, Mayor.
Your parents must have loved you very much, Rena. I'm sure of it. The pendant on your chest is all the evidence you need. I apologize that I can't tell you more right this minute.
No. Thank you, Mayor.
Ah, I apologize for keeping you.
Oh, not at all.
I had best return to my duties then.
Sorry I kept you waiting.
Oh no, it's fine.
Rena, listen.
Hmm?
Uh...
I'm alright.
Rena?
Let's go. I need to find my answers.
Right.
So, North City first, then.
That's straight due north of the Centropolis, I think.
Ah, they saw me.
Who was that? What are you up to, Priestess?
Ah, Rena! Just, stuff. I was just thinking how I've been living alone with my dad for so long. Sometimes I think it'd be nice to have a brother or sister.
You were an only child, weren't you, Priestess?
Don't you ever feel that way too sometimes, Rena?
When I was a child, I was friends with Diaz and Cecile. They were like having a real brother and sister in a way.
Really? I never really had anyone like that, so... I remember begging my dad to give me a brother or sister back when I was a kid. That must have given him some serious headaches. Now that I look back on it, it was pretty mean for me to do that to him. I'll never forget the look on his face when I asked him. It was the first time in his life he didn't know what to say.
How about this, Priestess? Maybe I could be your big sister.
Oh, if only you really were my big sister. Rena, can I ask you for a favor?
Of course. What is it?
Is it alright if I call you sis? Just once?
Well, sure. I can't let my little sister down.
What about my dearest, beloved sister? Is that okay?
That I'm not so sure about.
I'm just joking, sis.
Oh, Priestess.
Thanks, Rena. Yummy! This looks really good.
Oh, it's just delicious.
I'll get that too then.
You're buying more?
You should try a lot of fancy stuff when you're out on a trip, right?
I can't argue with that, I guess. But I'm the one who has to carry it all, remember?
Aren't you happy to be helping me out, Ashton?
Yeah, absolutely. Boy, oh boy, I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it.
Can you recommend some fruits?
Certainly. How about this? It's got this sweet tart taste that I just love.
Sounds good. Wrap up 2 of them for me then.
Thank you very much.
Don't come whining to me if all this food makes you fat. Nothing. Never mind. Keep on shopping.
What a great couple.
Diaz!
Enough. Stop. Just stop it. Please.
Diaz! Diaz, you're just dreaming!
Cecile! Ah!
Diaz, wake up!
Rena.
You all right?
Yeah. Sorry.
You were dreaming about that again, weren't you?
It was my fault.
No, Diaz, it was not. You've got to stop blaming yourself like this.
Can you just leave me alone, please? I need to be by myself.
Sure.
Sorry, Rena.
Just don't have what it takes to help Diaz right now.
Ah, there's just no fooling these guys. Oh, ow! Oh!
She isn't stalking us, is she? No, she couldn't be. Excuse me, Mayor Nall told us we could obtain a Psynard here.
Oh, are you Ms. Rena Lanford? He's already contacted us about you. You can head over to the director's office if you like.
Ah, good to meet you. The mayor told me all about you. My name is Artis. I'm the director of this facility. This man will be handling the Psynard creation process for you.
What do you mean by creation?
A Psynard is a living creature, yes, but we have to program it with data about its new master before it'll follow directions and orders.
Wow, that sounds kind of cruel, actually.
Well, the Psynards we raise are genetically modified from the moment they are conceived, so really it's just another part of the process.
Let's not waste any time. He'll lead you through the data entry process, so let him know if you have any questions.
Thank you.
This way, please. We'll begin the data recording in just a moment. I'll call you into the data entry room when we're ready.
All right.
Hey, you sure this is gonna work? We've never worked with non-Nedians before.
Who knows? We don't have a choice. Orders from above.
Man, I wish I could get a promotion.
I wonder if these Psynards are in any way like Creepy and Weepy.
Claude, do you think there's any way we can tell people on Expel that we're on Energy Need?
Huh?
She has a point. From Expel's point of view, we've vanished off the face of the planet.
Look, about Expel.
What is it, Claude?
Never mind.
Well, we're all set. Right this way, please. All right, we'll begin with Claude's personal data. Please proceed inside. It's completely painless, I promise. Now stay perfectly still until I say it's okay to move. We'll be done in just a moment. All right, you're free to go.
Oh, already?
Next up would be Rena. This way, please.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. Now just relax. All done. I'm glad there's at least one data subject I don't have to worry much about.
What?
Anyway, next up.
What was that?
We've lost control of the Psynard we're working on!
What?
It's going to destroy this place if we don't do something!
Claude!
Let's go!
Whoa! There it is! Is there nothing else we can do about this?
This is tough! Don't let your guard down! Sorry.
Thank you. You're putting up a fight, huh? Yahoo! Yahoo!
That's one for us.
Win.
Wonderful!
I'm only getting started.
Oh, yeah!
I can feel the power.
Well, I never thought this would happen.
No offense, sir, but what did you expect? We were inputting data from an alien species into the Psynard. Of course this was gonna happen.
Now wait just a minute.
We lost one of our valuable Psynards thanks to you. So now what?
Listen, we weren't...
An apology's not going to make up for this. Director, I'm going to need a boost in my research funding to make up for this.
What a terrible thing to happen.
I'm sorry, sir.
No, it's not your fault. It was the Psynard who wouldn't accept your data.
But it didn't have to die for it.
Well, it's obvious by this point that inputting your data into a Psynard isn't going to work.
So what will we do now, then?
Well, there is one thing we could try.
What's that?
We better not discuss it here. Let's go back to my office.
Nuts. If only I were a little earlier. I could have had my front page exclusive. Enraged Psynard Levels Breeding Facility. Ow!
Thank you. I don't really want too many people to hear this. Not that it matters much to them.
I'm not sure what you're getting at, sir.
Don't worry about it. Just go over into that transporter over there for me, all right? It's unlocked. You.
Yes, sir.
What was that about?
You'll have the rest explained to you on the other side. Hopefully, the mayor won't have any complaints.
Are we getting involved in something under the table here?
Hey, you're here to save the universe, aren't you? We all have to make some sacrifices along the way.
What do you mean?
Look, do you want a Psynard or not? Just get going.
All right.
Could I ask you one question, though?
What?
Whose data was it that made the Psynard go out of control?
I don't see the point of answering that question.
Fair enough. Where are we this time?
What are you doing in my home?
Well,
Well, I would introduce myself, but that would be a strange way to start things off, given the circumstances.
I'm really sorry. We were transported here from Artis's office.
Artis?
yes. Null sent us there to get a Psynard. It didn't work out too well, though.
I see. So you're the outsiders that were transported to Energy Nede.
You knew about us?
Yes. Only a certain few know, mind you. It's the same level of classification as the Return of the 10 Wise Men.
I apologize for coming here so suddenly, but we simply have to have a Psynard.
Is that why you came here?
Yep. The Psynard we had in North City went berserk on us during the data entry phase.
Ah, that figures. You wouldn't be here otherwise.
So, you know what you're supposed to do for us?
What? Didn't Artis even tell you where he was sending all of you?
Well, where are we?
You're in the Endangered Species Protection Zone. I'm Noel Chandler, Director and Resident Zoologist. So you're here for a wild Psynard, then?
Wild?
Psynards were originally wild animals. The Psynards in North City have been genetically re-engineered for the Nedians' purposes.
There are wild ones, too?
Near extinction, but yes. In fact, the last one's in the Critically Endangered Protection Zone. You'll be meeting that Psynard in just a moment. I imagine you'll be fighting soon afterward.
Why?
It's perfectly natural Psynard behavior. Once a Psynard realizes its opponent is stronger in might and will than itself, It will defend its new master with its life if needed.
So we just have to fight the wild Psynard and beat it.
You make it sound so easy. It's not just a matter of physical strength. If your heart isn't in it, then it's simply not going to happen. Do you think you have what it takes?
Noel?
How about we pay the Psynard a visit then?
But this is the last wild Psynard in existence!
If it dies, it dies. It's the fate of the species. It's as simple as that. Survival is a battle, and only the strong survive. Isn't that how it works? Now let's get going. We'll be traveling due south of here. Something's wrong here. It feels different from the last time I made my rounds.
Different?
It couldn't be. But it would never attack people.
What is it?
The animals around here are frantic. They're ready to attack at the slightest provocation. I've never experienced something like this before.
Are we making regular animals go crazy now?
This certainly isn't your fault, but this is definitely somebody else's doing. No doubt about that.
The 10 wise men.
It's certainly something they could do, but I never imagined they would go this far.
Are the animals in the protection zone usually holed up inside this cave?
No, they shouldn't be here at all. Usually the Psynard scent is enough to keep them away.
Oh no! What if those animals run into the Psynard?
Ow! I hope nobody saw that. I'm never gonna find a man if they see me tripping around all the time.
She never lets up, does she? I'm amazed she's out here by herself. What could this be? Looks like a business card. Chisato Madison, reporter, The Need Times.
The Psynard!
Oh no, we've got to help it! This is bad.
Forget it! We can't do this! Hold on! I'm in trouble here! Sorry about that!
Twin thrust!
Fairy healing!
Twin thrust!
Fairy healing!
Thanks!
Sorry, guys!
Still standing! You're kidding me!
Sorry, guys! Fairy healing! Fairy healing! Thank you!
Twin thrust!
Healing!
Vanishing sword!
Sorry.
Twin thrust! Twin thrust!
Meteor!
Palm! Twin thrust!
I don't want to lose.
Twin thrust! Palm! Twin thrust!
Fairy healing!
Twin thrust!
Fairy healing! Sorry about that!
Meteor! Palm!
Anyone
that was
hurt?
Tough! Yes!
I'm only getting started!
Level up!
Ooh, great!
Those monsters injured the Psynard in that battle. Do we really still have to fight it just to establish some kind of stupid pecking order?
Don't! It's hurt!
Stop it! I beg you!
What's that?
Baby Psynards! Are you sure about this, Claude?
I can't do this. I can't take a child from its mother, and I certainly can't fight with an injured Psynard.
Claude.
You can call me a wimp if you want, but I can't do it. I'm sorry.
It's all right. You've made the right choice.
I guess we're done here. We'll have to go back to Null and see if there's something else we can do.
Wait a minute!
What is it, Noelle?
It's acting strange again. Like it's trying to tell us something.
Rena?
You want to help us?
You know what it's saying, Rena?
It's just a matter of getting your thoughts across. After that, the rest is easy. Let's go. Thank you for all your help, Noelle. This Psynard is just what we need in the battle against the 10 Wise Men.
Wait! Can you take me with you?
Noelle?
The 10 Wise Men would never exist if it weren't for the mistakes my Nedean forefathers made. I wouldn't feel right leaving you to shoulder the burden alone.
Noelle.
Besides, the Wise Men have sent my animals into a violent frenzy. That's enough motivation for me to want to fight them.
Isn't that all the more reason why someone needs to stay and watch over the protection zone, though? We need you to protect the animals, Noelle.
Rena.
There has to be some way to calm the animals down again. I can't think of anyone else qualified enough to do it. We both have different battles to fight.
Yeah, you're right. I am still the director, I suppose.
We will defeat the 10 Wise Men. Trust me.
I hope you do. We need them gone from our lives to have our peace and tranquility back.
Noelle?
You should pay another visit to the Centropolis next. You need to tell Mayor Null that you've procured a Psynard. I hope I'll see you all again.
Of course!